Easy Crew, back once again with another production video. This time we are looking at my track called Invisible. It's one I wrote with Hadley and Riya and Collette Warren, and really happy with how this one turned out. I thought it was a good collab between us all, and it found a really nice blend between liquid but with a bit of a grotty bass line. So I thought we could walk through this and discuss what's in the track. So let's I think first of all, let's just have a listen to the intro and maybe some of the drop, and then we can go from there, just in case you're not familiar. Okay, cool. We'll stop it there. You get the idea. So you've got vocals, we've got pianos, but it feels kind of technical, but liquid. I like this blend of sounds. Yeah. So we've got the pink, which is all the drums here. We've got the green, which is mainly all the instrumentation, and we've got the vocals, which are in yellow, and all the bass in red. 108 tracks, pretty intensive, tricky one to mix down. Definitely ran into some frustration sort of points in terms of the mix down, but got there in the end. It was mainly to do with kind of the combination of the vocal, piano, the bass, everything happening at the same time. It kept distorting at the level that, at the mastering volume that I wished the track to be at. That's quite an important concept, is kind of get the track to how loud you want it to be compared to, say, some of your favorite artist tunes, and then go and sort out all the problems that's stopping you from getting it to be that loud. In this case, it seemed to be something to do with the vocal. So there was a lot of side chaining going on, which I'll dig into in a sec. But maybe let's just sort of go from top down. So drums, these are mainly provided by Hadley. If I solo the drum bus here, the main idea Hadley started. If I come here, so that was kind of the root of it. Really nice drums and this piano idea that he had, and when he sent over instantly, I was like, yeah, this just sounds great. Like straight away, I was having kind of ideas. And I think when you're collabing and people send you ideas, don't be afraid just to turn down ideas that you're not connecting with, and just ones that you can hear how to sort of progress it, where to take it, and if it really connects to you. You want to have that excitement, that momentum almost straight away. So don't be afraid just to sort of say, yeah, maybe we should try another one, and that it'd be best for everyone in the long run if you're just honest with yourself and with the people you're working with from early on. So mainly Hadley provided these drums. No idea, where he got them from or how he did them, and they've been bussed a little bit here, and it looks like I've sort of boosted the 650 hertz, which is kind of right in the middle there, just to give them a bit of middle mid range, not really low or high mid range, that's middle mid range, just to give it a bit of warmth. And it's just kind of thickening the overall drums, because they were nice, but I just felt like that they could be a smidge kind of sort of thicker, and settled on using this EQ. This is a great EQ. I use this in mastering all the time, and I don't often boost this 650 hertz. It's a tricky area to boost. It can make things sound a bit muddy, so I wouldn't get kind of too crazy with this sort of this 500 to 600, 650 hertz. It can sort of muddy up a mix, but sometimes that's what it needs, and I'll just kind of turn things up and just see what sounds nicest. This EQ can sound really nice. With this airband can sound great. Even just turning on the 40,000 hertz, which is crazy. Like only dogs can, probably not even dogs can hear up there, but it still makes it a little bit brighter. I didn't really sort of use that trick, but just hearing that, it just kind of makes the drum sound nice even with it on. It opens out the top end. Like it's almost just sort of boosting. It's not really boosting 40 kilohertz. It's kind of boosting more. I'm thinking it's more like 10k and above. But even just turning that on and without having any of that turned on, it just lifts that 10k. It can be nice. So that's all that's on that drum bus. So, nothing crazy there. And it's just a bunch of drums that he's given me. So I don't think there's too much to talk about there, but we can go through. Kick, a bit of a hat on it. Kind of a clap snare. Kind of a bit more of a weighty one. It's like a synthetic rim shot, that. So you've got the from the clap, you've got the rim shot for a bit of body. There's another snare here, which is like an offbeat clap, just adding a bit of groove. Another snare that comes up here by the looks of it. Kind of another kind of clappy kind of sound. I like that. I first kind of became aware of that. Really, it was God, what's his name? Sorry, Lynx. Like, but back in the kind of like the 2007, 8, 9, Lynx was coming from some fire, and I used to really like. He used to bring kind of like this clap at the end of 4 bars, and I still use that quite a bit, or at the end of 8 bars, the end of 16s. This kind of extra clap with a bit of reverb on here just adds a nice bit of ending to the bars. That kind of sound, real nice. Another snare. Lines up with that snare, this offbeat kind of sound. Not sure what these drums are. Let's have a listen. Little flickers. So he's really building up, you know, the drums in a kind of a single hit fashion, which is quite nice.